A Dane County family is struggling to put their lives back together after an armed fugitive invaded their home in April.
This all started when 32-year-old Tanya Poppy was found shot and killed on a Dubuque County farm on April 10th. Her 2 children were gone. Police later found the suspect, 37-year-old Alexander Grunke, in Dane County with Poppy's 13-year-old daughter. Her 5-month-old had been dropped off at an acquaintance's home.
After police caught up with Grunke and the 13-year-old, she ran into the woods where she was later found dead from unknown causes.
Meanwhile, Grunke ran off too and fired several rounds into a house on Ramsey Road in the town of Albion near Stoughton. He entered the home with 3 family members, a woman and 2 of her children inside. Tonight at 10, we sit down with that family to talk about that fateful day and how they are trying to rebuild and move forward.
What is the address of the emergency?
Ramsey Road, there's a shooter.
Okay, what are you seeing exactly?
He's outside the door.
April 10th is a day the Iverson family will never forget.
If our patio door is open in the basement, underneath the deck, he's in the house.
What was supposed to be an ordinary evening quickly morphed into what has become a never-ending nightmare.
Natalie was in her room in the walkout, or the family room, and that was where it all started.
Natasha and her children had no idea there was a gunman on the loose until her partner called and told her to lock the doors.
My heart started pounding. I told Natalie to take Riker, the little guy, up to the bedroom, turn the TV on, lock yourself in. I'm going to go lock doors.
Natasha says she ran downstairs to the basement to lock the back patio doors when she noticed something was wrong.
I just went like this, and I could see his legs and the gun, and I went to lock it. I touched the lock, and I tried to do it, but he already heard me because I said, oh no, shut the curtain, turn, and then bang.
The gunman, Alexander Grunke, barged in through their back door and barricaded himself in a bathroom. Upstairs, Natasha, along with her 16-year-old daughter and 2-year-old son, were desperately seeking ways to protect themselves and strengthen the bedroom door.
All I could do was get the rails off and put the 2 nightstands, and we could flip the mattress. And it was basically it was hardly covering it because it was so heavy.
For almost 40 minutes, the family was trapped upstairs with the intruder just below.
If they didn't let me jump in, I was going to jump on my own at some point. Yeah. I wasn't really thinking, honestly.
Eventually, they did jump out of the 2nd-story window and were rescued, but that's not the end of the story.
Think of all of the damage that the tear gas had gone into, seeping into clothing and couches and into the walls. So when you go into this house still, some of that has to still be addressed.
Steve Lyons has known the family for nearly 2 decades and now serves as their spokesperson.
When this first happened to this wonderful family, the community rallied and did some fundraisers and raised about $15,000 to really help them at that moment of crisis on April 10th.
However, in the months following the incident, bullet holes still remain as the family continues to struggle to rebuild.
Their clothing is in pods on the premises, and the basement is down to studs, so there's a lot of remodeling that has to be done. The insurance has been very challenging. She will tell you the struggles that they have dealt with that, and that's been really a hard thing for that family, thinking that when you're needed most, you're going to have success, and that hasn't been the case.
Steve is working with local churches, businesses, and nonprofits to raise funds to help the family rebuild their home and to give them a sense of normalcy and security, especially for the children.
I've struggled with some things, but I'm working to not let them get to me as much. It definitely gets in the way of what I do every day and how I think now. I probably will never think the same as I did before that, but I'm okay now, so I'm still going.
Well, the entire ordeal that night lasted for nearly 10 hours. Grunke was eventually found dead of an apparent suicide. The family is hoping to raise $100,000 for the rebuilding project. If you would like to learn more information on how you can help this family, including a link to their GoFundMe page, we posted more information on WKOW.com.